Hi and welcome back to my channel, Kissed by Starlight. Thank you for being here. Just wanted to pull some cards. Let's do our daily message and see what would like to come through for today. What messages are coming through in divine order. And we've got surrender. We've got surrender. Let's see what else would like to come through. Surrender is always, for me, a card. There is one who watches over you. Surrender for me is always a card of a real deep letting go. You know, it might be a letting go of something, or it might be a letting go of a pattern, a part of you, a situation, a circumstance that has been particularly challenging or that is bringing a lot of confusion and sending you into any areas of disharmony today. So perhaps there's something on your mind. There's a deeper wisdom that wants to come forward. There's a deeper knowing within you that isn't being allowed to be expressed or to be seen today. Or maybe not today, but in the recent past, maybe the few days leading up to today. Maybe there are things that you know deep down that actually you're not able to face at this time, or you've not been able to hear for whatever reason. And I think when we enter the stillness, we're much more likely to hear what our soul would like us to know, what our heart would like us to know, even though it can be difficult to be in silence, to be on our own, to be vulnerable, and to face whatever is wanting to come through. But actually, if you can take some time maybe to be in a beautiful place in nature, to take yourself on a journey, to just allow yourself to express what you've not been able to say or admit or tell anybody or tell yourself, even just to bring that kind of peace, that balance, restore some harmony excuse me, to yourself today. Take a 5-minute break, walk home a different way maybe, so that you get to be with the trees, or commit to something in a self-care routine that's going to be beneficial for you today as you let go of whatever's been so difficult to face, whatever's been coming up. And I think with these solar light upgrades, we've been exposed to so much sun literally, and here in the UK it is actually completely beautiful, the sun being out. I love it personally. And on top of the sun actually physically shining on us every day at the moment, thankfully, thank goodness, because it has been not like that for some time before that. There is also these huge solar flares and flashes and coronal mass ejections, and I don't know all the technical terms, but there's been such a lot of light being put upon us, and this is for the precise reason. The solstice is when the sun, the light reaches its peak. We have the longest day here in the UK at the summer solstice, and at the winter solstice obviously it's different for you. So wherever you are, what I do know is that these solar flares have been really igniting a lot of stuff for us. They've been bringing up a lot of things, a lot of stuff that needs clearing, releasing, purging, bringing to light, and in turn lots of things are being brought to light around us, in our situations, our relationships, in the bigger picture, in the world, in the the politics, the things going on in the news, whatever it is. It's all coming up. It's all coming up to be seen, to be dealt with. And with that, inside of us, we have our own solar plexus, the solar plexus area, the chakra that, is around the kind of stomach area, the upper stomach area. It's that place where we ignite our action, our fire, our power, It's where when we come into alignment, we can make aligned choices of what is going to be best for us. And I think it's interesting that these two cards, I'll just show you the other cards that have come out. We've got Gaia, Gateway, Activation, Learning Experiences, Wisdom, Transmission, Earth, Intelligence. Yeah, so it's this real uncovering a deeper knowing that is wanting to come through, that's wanting to be seen and expressed, and balancing that out. You know, we've got the sun, we've got the earth, and we've got the stars. You know, our star families are beautiful beings of light who would like to communicate with us and remind us of home, remind us of who we are, remind us that they are with us, that they are always traveling with us. And I think the fact that this card says there is one who watches over you, I think for me it's also suggesting for you that there are beautiful beings of light, star family, who are watching, who are keeping an eye on what's going on, and they are there. They know what's happening. They know what's happening, and they know there's a divine reason. The final card that came out was the higher heart activation, dropping shields, divine love, your heart is healed. So again, it feels to me you're coming full circle. I keep seeing circular, you know, the cycle of the circle in the cards recently. And I think, you know, it can indicate a portal, a gateway to enter, a space to be, to allow yourself to understand the messages that have brought you back to a place, you know, back to a place maybe that you've been to before, that you've come to before, and maybe you're back at the beginning again, or maybe you're back to square one. Maybe you've had to let go of something and you're back to the start again, and it feels like this never-ending cycle. But what really is happening here is you're deepening and uncovering layers, and it brings you back round to clear more layers, drop more shields, allow yourself to be more open, more exposed as you take this beautiful journey of life that enables you to really see what's going on, to really understand the deeper messages, the deeper clearing, the deeper wisdom that's coming through for you. And sometimes that needs to be done from the cocoon of your own nest, from, you know, being in sort of not solitary, but, you know, having time alone, having time to just feel into what's going on and do the inner work, do the work that involves looking at everything and asking yourself what you need to be doing and how you need to be within that, rather than just repeating patterns and situations and circumstances that may no longer be serving you. You know, there is light and there is wisdom in this space where we can come back to our power, come back to our sense of who we are, as we let go of all of the things and the doing and the situations that are keeping us out of peace, and we come back to aligning with what brings us peace. And that could be as simple as just dropping all the doing and just being in that space of love, being in that space of love with ourselves, of harmony with ourselves, and journeying, perhaps doing a meditation journey to the stars and asking, you know, what do we need to remember? Maybe that's going to be valid for some people. Maybe that's going to be important for you as you take this time within to just uncover what's going on. But whatever is happening, just know that you're loved, you're being watched, you're in this time, this passageway for a reason, and you're learning, you're growing, and you are understanding the truth and the wisdom of what needs to happen and where you need to be right now and what you need to be doing. So trust the process and surrender today to that higher knowing, to that part of you that knows everything, to that part of you that is ready to let go and to bring in what you are ready for. Do it with grace, be gentle with yourselves. In other words, be careful with yourselves. treat yourselves as you would your dearest friend, your dearest love. Be that to yourself today. Thank you, beautiful souls, for being here, and thank you for joining me. It's so beautiful to have you here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next reading.